From Rocky Top, it's the SEC on ESPN. Food City Center is packed and ready for this top 25 showdown. 11th ranked Auburn on the road to take on number 4 Tennessee in what is a wild race to the finish in the Southeastern Conference. There are 6 teams still in the race, 4 games remaining, from Tennessee and Alabama at the top to Kentucky and Florida, both with 5 losses apiece as we come down the home stretch. And tonight, a huge one in the league. Currently, Florida at home in a tight one against Missouri. South Carolina and A&M later. Then after us, Alabama tries to avoid the upset bug on the road at Ole Miss. That is the story. Here we are, and welcome to Knoxville. Tom Hart alongside Jimmy Dykes. You couldn't ask for better planning or better scheduling coming down the home stretch in this league.
Absolutely. Again, the SEC delivers the game of the night in college basketball. You think about Auburn right now, Tom. They're sitting there as projected as a 4 seed in the NCAA tournament. They could get to a 3. In Tennessee right now, they've got their eyes set on possibly being a 1 seed. That's how good these two teams have been. They are magnificent on the defensive end of the floor, to the top 10 defensive clubs in all of college basketball.
And this league, by the way, is loaded at the point guard position. You saw Reed Sheppard win it for Kentucky last night. Tennessee features Akai Ziegler. He is their motor.
Yeah, he is a dynamic 5'9". I've got the control of my team. In my heart is 5 in white. He's coming off of a 14 assist, no turnover game against Texas A&M on Saturday in this building. And he was just a point and a rebound away from a triple-double, but he has made a tough team tougher since he stepped on this campus. And very difficult to match his intensity and the fight level that Double Z brings every single tip.
That was 14 assists, 0 turnovers for Ziegler. And Dalton Knecht has been a difference maker for Tennessee all season long. He's scoring better than 24 points a game in conference play. He is at the top of every opponent's scouting report. Auburn coaching staff saying today, you know what, you may not be able to stop him from getting 25. You got to worry about the other guys on the floor with him. And Auburn has the defense to do just that. To the top scoring defenses in college basketball by field goal percentage. And we are ready to go. Another makeshift lineup for this Auburn team. We expect to see Jalen Williams tonight as he comes back from a knee injury. He is not in the starting lineup for this Auburn squad.
Auburn comes in as the number 5 defensive team in the country. Tennessee number 2. Last year in this building, it was a 46-43 rock fight. We could be in that same neighborhood tonight.
Zai Jordan James off the mark with his first attempt. Here's a look at the starters for Auburn. A 5-star freshman point guard running the show in Aiden Holloway. The most consistent all-conference performer has been Janai Broome on the interior. Tennessee coming off of a dominating performance against Texas A&M on Saturday with a 34-12 run over the last 12 minutes. Ziegler thinking about the 3. Working against Denver Jones, who got his hands on it, and an Auburn takeaway. Chad Baker-Mazzara picks it up, and a block at the other end. James with the rejection. Auburn basketball.
Tom, the on-ball defense by Auburn has been outstanding in the first 2 possessions. They have choked the water off as Akai Ziegler trying to get a paint touch. Not easy to do.
Here's a look at the starters for Tennessee. This has been a regular occurrence for Rick Barnes, who owns 800 career wins. Ziegler, Vescovy, Knecht, and James create really a 4-guard lineup that Rick Barnes showed a couple of games ago. He's not afraid to go with 2 bigs. And a steal and a save. Great effort by Vescovy. Here's Knecht. And he's able to draw a whistle on his way to the rim.
2 of the better defensive teams in college basketball on out-of-bounds under. Now, Auburn is the 3rd best in that situation, and Tennessee has really improved with their physicality to come up with a steal on that ball side corner. And this kid in transition is what I'm talking about. Tennessee has really taken it up a tick or 2 this year. Very physical. They put size on the ball. And Bruce Pearl has been the best in the country over the years in out-of-bounds under defense. Tennessee now nipping at their heels.
Talking with Bruce today about that 46-43 tractor pull they had in this building last year, and he said, I think it comes down to scouting. They know what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We know what they want to try to do. And as coaching staffs, we have a real good feel for what to expect.
Tennessee's DNA is we are the more physical team than you. Auburn will come at you and say, we play harder than you. They draw a line in the sand in both areas, and they're outstanding at it.
Finally, Auburn doesn't turn it over. Janai Broom says too small as the 6'10 center gets one at the rim.
Jonas Aidoo's going to have to show up defensively in this game, Brad, because the bigs that Tennessee has gone against this year, Hunter Dickinson, Zach Edey, Armando Bacot, they've put up big numbers.
Holloway in the open floor, reverses it in. What a score by Aiden Holloway, who's coming off of a 15-point performance in a game where Auburn scored 97 against Georgia in front of a sellout crowd. Aidoo from 17, and he buries the two-point jumper. Aidoo had 18 and 14 against A&M with 3 blocks. He has turned into a difference maker on the interior. Baker Mazzara was hot last game, not so on the start tonight.
But Auburn shoot, Tom, 63% in a road game against Georgia, the best road percentage so far this year in the league.
Aidoo again.
That left paw, and Bruce Bro talked about it. This kid's development with that left paw to that right shoulder, it's an unblockable shot.
Baker Mazzara had 25, starting in place of Jalen Williams against Georgia. Broom again, and it just fell off.
And he has been so good, Broom. 63% around the rim this year as a finisher.
Ziegler has it swatted. Here comes Auburn the other way. 4 on 3. Holloway from deep.
Janai Broom is going to be in the running for SEC Defensive Player of the Year, and he just gave you an example why. Very quick and explosive from behind the ball as a recovery defender.
Before he showed up in the Plains, he was the Ohio Valley Defensive Player of the Year at Morehead State. Nice left hand by Aidoo, who's winning that battle on the post so far with 6 early.
Yeah, he lives on that left block with that left hook shot. And you can just, this game feels different. It didn't 30 minutes ago, but it does now. Wow, what a crowd.
Mazzara, he's been on a tear the last 5, and his floater hits the front of the rim and falls off. Dalton connect. All the way down the lane, nothing doing there. Another block from Broom, who's second in the league with 2.5 blocks a game.
Tom, it's one of those games, nothing cute will work in this building tonight. Nothing finesse. This is all body blow basketball early. Both teams are setting the rules. We're going to go inside and establish the strength of our team around the rim. First of all, it's Broom with that middle ball screen roll. And then Jonas Aidoo, a little bit of an answer himself. That's the matchup inside that both coaches are concerned with early.
Denver Jones at the free throw line, 90% on the season. Knocks down the first. That ends a 6-0 Tennessee run. And Jalen Williams into the game for the first time. Great to see him back. Injured on a drive to the basket in a game against Kentucky a couple of Saturdays. It was a scary moment. The thought was that could be a very serious injury, but nothing on any of the tests, just banged up.
Yeah, Tom, and Bruce told us today that there was no damage, no knee damage. Just he got extremely sore. And really good news for Auburn to have Jalen Williams, number 2 in orange, back on that floor. He has been a difference maker all year long on both ends, really.
107 wins to his name, the winningest in Auburn program history. Jones makes both free throws. Tobe Awaka has checked in for Tennessee, and that means Aidoo gets a breather with 6 points in less than 4 minutes. James with the pull-up.
That's his game. I mean, he's a pull-up from the elbow, but he's also a pull-up from that short corner guy. Really good and efficient off of 1 or 2 bounces. Does not overhandle it.
Baker Mazzara, a little too much mustard on that one. In front of 22,000, Tennessee has gotten off to a great start.
I'm telling you, Tom, nothing easy in this game around the rim. You're going to try to set the rules of the game early. And the rules say whoever's going to win around the rim is going to win the ball game. But both clubs are just smoking it inside on the paint. Aidoo with that unblockable high left release. A scrum results because of it. What a game early.
Hey, look at this.
What?
save nearly $750.
With that kind of money, we could fly south.
Except we don't migrate.
No, I'm talking actually fly. Sit back, relax, maybe work on my novel, and I won't forget the little birds out there. Actually, yes, I will.
Wow, money changed you.
Just keeping it real. Do people still say that?
Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds to spend on whatever you dream up.
The classic Hollywood story. We meet the hero, the Nissan Frontier. Hero faces seemingly impossible challenge. Tension builds. The plot twist. The hero prevails. In Hollywood, this would be the end. But out here, we're just getting started.
The Nissan Frontier.
I bought 3 of the same jacket to get the 4th free.
I subscribed to get a deal on these memory supplements, then forgot to cancel.
Yeah, well, you know, recognizing a bad deal is a part of the journey. Yes, Eva, would you like to share your breakthrough?
I got AT&T's best deal on the new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus and got to choose my plan.
Yes, we don't make you sign up for the top tier plan to get our best deal.
I still haven't gone. I subscribed to get a
Yeah,
deal.
we know.
Get the newest Galaxy on us with any of our best plans, guaranteed.
Bravo!
For buying a treadmill?
You use the Quicksilver card from Capital One. It's simple, with no annual fee and unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere. That makes you the hero of every purchase.
Yeah.
And heroes don't take the stairs.
Is this a parachute?
What's in your wallet?
It's me, America's sweetheart, and I just love having a blast. The Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Kids party? Having a blast. Stuck in an elevator? Having a blast. Winning. Losing. Having a... Probe me already. Blast. I can have a blast anytime, anywhere.
And with anyone?
Mountain Dew Baja Blast. In stores everywhere.
I, too, am having a blast.
As we continue to celebrate Black History Always, we recall Larry Robinson became the first black basketball varsity player at Tennessee, joining the team in a 71-72 season. He played here for 2 years, becoming a captain in his final season on Rocky Top. Then he went pro in another sport, played 4 games for the Dallas Cowboys. And another Tennessee legend in the building tonight. How about Grant Williams? Playing in Charlotte. I feel like, Jimmy, you think back to the Tennessee teams that he was a part of with Admiral Schofield under Rick Barnes. That was the foundation for the success that they're enjoying now.
It absolutely was, and that's when that player-to-player accountability went to the level that is acceptable to Rick Barnes with Grant, Admiral Schofield, Jordan Bone. That was a grown man's team, and that torch has been passed down and carried on through guys like Josiah Jordan James and Santi Vescovi.
James looking for connect on a cut. Dylan Cardwell now in the game for Auburn, D'ing up on him. And Gainey has it stripped away. Katie Johnson fresh into the game. It ends up inside for Awaka, and he's able to muscle it in.
Tom, what a rip through by Tobe Awaka. Think about this, in his last 39 minutes of game action, 30 points, 16 boards, now 12 out of 15 from the floor.
Gainey got his hands on the lob. Cardwell ended up finding it. James comes out of there with it. Auburn just 2 for 8 to start this game. They made 2 of their first 3. Now the Tigers have missed 5 in a row. Vescovi earlier this game picked up his 200th career steal. Puts that one up the corner, but got it back. Gainey from deep. And it's hauled down by Trey Donaldson. Where does each team want the tempo to be in this game tonight?
I think Rick wants to try to speed this thing up. And Bruce Pearl, they're both good at playing fast, but on the road, Bruce is not afraid to go to his cutters action right here, absolutely, and control the pace a little bit. They, Auburn, will get 2 or 3 really good cracks per half off of that cutters baseline action. Watch this last hoop right here I'm talking about. They run that flex screen on that baseline and force the foul on the other end. Watch this rip through right here by Tobe Awaka. Man, as Rick Barnes said, in another 2 years, you're dealing with a grown man, 11 and, what is that, cream tonight?
Yeah.
Cream and orange? You said it's Fashion Week in Paris this week.
That's right. That's right. I don't know if these uniforms or the candy striped pants would be on display the runways, but they're into SEC basketball. 3-point play by Katie Johnson, fresh off the bench for Auburn.
I changed it up tonight for Paris Fashion Week.
I noticed. Here's Gainey looking for Ziegler, and Awaka trying to find some room inside. Should be an interesting battle in the paint on both sides. Auburn gets about half of its points in the paint, thanks to Broome and Williams. What can we expect, by the way, from number 2 in Auburn orange tonight, Jalen Williams?
Well, it's interesting because you come back after a layoff like that, you're going to have to knock off the rust a little bit. Now, he's had 3 or 4 pretty good days of practice, but his versatility is what always concerns you.
A sleeve on that right knee, and from the corner, Baker Mazzara, no. Adu the board, stolen away. And no whistle. There it is. The shot didn't go, and Baker Mazzara will be going to the free throw line as Jonas Adu is charged with his first personal.
A very late whistle. Not popular with Rick Barnes, but Jonas Adu trying to make a habit pass. It's almost like he thought they were running 5-on-0 offense. And he comes down with that rebound. Just, it's a habit pass on the outside. Auburn is tricky. They've got some crafty guys that will gamble back, and it's exactly what happened.
So Baker Mazzara, over his last 7 games, Jimmy, is averaging 13 points a game on 55% field goals, 56% from 3, and 91% at the free throw line, where now he has made 21 straight.
You could argue he's been Auburn's second best player behind Janai Broome, and he is a phenomenal locker room glue guy. Like, Bruce Pearl trusts his voice as much as anybody that he has. I'm talking about the guys that have been with him for multiple years. But Baker Mazzara now, he gets it just on a national level. He's a guy that's really overlooked for how valuable he is to a top 11 team.
Started his career at Duquesne and then to San Diego State for a stint at junior college. And then joining this Auburn program, Leo Berman and guard Ziegler got a jumper off above him. And here comes Katie Johnson, a whirling dervish in the open floor, and it's rejected by Adu. Berman gets it back. Williams got it, and Auburn has its first lead since it was 4-2.
What we can expect from Williams is another low post threat for Bruce Pearl to throw the ball to.
Awaka is going to the free throw line.
Over the years, the bigs of Rick Barnes will wear you out, establishing that low post position off of their conversion push. And this time it's Awaka that wins the sprint and then wins the low spread out.
It is interesting that he's going with the 2 bigs here tonight. Grant Williams and Josh Heupel know about big games. Another one coming for Awaka. 2 of the top teams in the Big 12 square off Saturday in our ABC men's basketball featured matchup. 7th-ranked Kansas trying to bounce back from a home loss to BYU. Squares off against 15th-ranked Baylor. Coverage begins at 1 Eastern, noon Central on ABC.
And every game matters right now, huh? Seems like in the Big 12 and the SEC, you're just every time a promo pops up, it's a ranking beside every school. Deep leagues this year. They're going to have probably combined for 17 or 18 teams in that field of 68 coming out of the SEC and the Big 12.
Berman whistled for the illegal screen, his first. Tennessee has missed each of its last 4. Tennessee went to this 2-big lineup to take control of the game on the road at Missouri on what was a very slow offensive night a week and a half ago. Katie Johnson, another steal. And another block for Adu.
Ziegler is playing hard. He's not playing smart so far in this game. He's over-dribbling the ball.
Adu draws the foul. 2 turnovers for Ziegler, to your point. He didn't have a single turnover the last game with 14 assists at career high. Rick Barnes talking with his point guard.
Yeah, you can see Rick sees the same thing I saw. He got right after Zakai Ziegler. That's the relationship that they have. And Zakai can't get caught up in winning his own one-on-one battle. That ball's got to keep moving side to side, And it all starts with Zakai Ziegler.
He do 62% from the free throw line, has one more coming his way. Tennessee hasn't made a field goal in nearly 3 minutes, but Adu trying to clean it up at the free throw line. And Tennessee team that has a couple blocks tonight. They average just a hair under 5 blocks per game.
Tom, they really challenged Jonas Adu last night in the film. And you and I weren't here. We had Tuesday night games, but they put it on Adu and said, we're tired of the bigs we go against. Legit bigs having big-time games. You've got to lock in on Chani Broome tonight.
Hands by Ziegler, recovered by Donaldson. Tennessee really extending the defense with Meshack. Shot clock's at 8. Johnson, extra pass for a corner 3. Berman in and out.
It is not easy to get open looks against Tennessee. You got to make the ones that you get.
Volunteers have missed their last 4, and a 16-footer off the mark. Broome knocked it out of bounds. It'll be Tennessee basketball in this dogfight of a game on Rocky Top. Volunteers lead early by 3.
You love pizza just as much as we love pizza. So we're bringing you our favorite offer yet. For a limited time, get a large one-topping pizza for $8.99, only at Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
I get to love you. Forever I'm yours, forever I do. Every kiss begins with K.
When moderate to severe ulcerative colitis takes you off course, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
When I wanted to see results fast, Rinvoq delivered rapid symptom relief and helped leave bathroom urgency behind. Check.
When UC tried to slow me down, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
And when UC caused damage, Rinvoq came through by visibly repairing my colon lining. Check. Rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission.
And a chance to visibly repair the colon lining. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Put UC in check and keep it there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Red licorice or black licorice? I say both. As long as it's from licorice.com. A curation of delicious flavors. Shipped fresh to you or a loved one in just days. Licorice.com. So good, we earn the name.
Honey.
Honey.
NyQuil Severe Honey. Powerful cold and flu relief with a dreamy honey taste. NyQuil Honey. The honeylicious nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever, best sleep with a cold medicine.
When is a basketball more than a basketball? When it connects a wide-eyed kid to life-changing coaches, mentors, and medical care. Becomes a passport to see the world and an opportunity to build a name into a brand. Helps a player with potential turn a scholarship into a college degree. And start life after basketball debt-free. For college athletes, a basketball just means more.
True story. There's nothing more March than a conference title chase. It's the Volunteers and the Crimson Tide. The SEC crown is coming down to the wire. Experience number 4 Tennessee, number 14 Alabama. Saturday on ESPN.
Battle for the top spot in the SEC continues. 6 teams within 2 games, including these 2. And Tennessee has an early 16-13 lead over Auburn. What a gauntlet Tennessee has remaining, Jimmy. It would be the first time in school history, should the rankings hold, that they play 4 consecutive teams in the top 20, and that's to close the regular season. What an entree for Nashville.
Yeah, we were talking with Rick Barnes this afternoon. Like, every team left that Tennessee's going to play will be an NCAA tournament team. There are 4 remaining in regular season. By the time they open up in SEC tournament play, probably against a tournament team as well, and then the NCAA tournament's right up on them. One of the most difficult closing schedules in all of college basketball. But if you're Tennessee trying to be a 1 seed, man, the opportunities are there.
All of those are quad 1 chances for Tennessee. Feels like the top 3 seeds, according to bracketology, top 3 #1 seeds are not cemented, but really tight. And
yeah.
Fourth #1 is up for grabs and available amongst really a trio. Here's Connect, his first 3. First 3 by either team. They started combined 0 for 6.
Tom, you cannot let Connect just casually dribble the ball into a 3 in transition. And that's on Auburn.
Johnson with a fadeaway in the paint. Meshack the board. Connect can be a volume shooter at times. He can also get red hot. So it makes sense they put the ball right back into his hands. They double him. Adu the solution, but he's challenged at the rim and turned away by Chaney Johnson.
What a block by Chaney Johnson on a 7-footer that had momentum.
Johnson's only 6'7". Here's Broom for 3, and he buries it.
That's a valuable shot right now by Janai Broom. Only Grant Nelson and Jaron Stevenson at Alabama have made more threes in terms of guys that are 6'10" or taller in this league. He has really stretched out his offensive game.
And his teammates should thank for that. 86% of his threes are assisted. He's really stretching his game. Connect, no. Rebounded by Chaney Johnson. You said it. This Auburn team was going to come out with great energy and certainly challenged by Bruce Pearl, knowing what's available to him. Of the top 4 teams in the SEC, I know it's a 16 race, but of the top 4, Auburn's got the easiest remaining schedule. This is their biggest challenge. Shot clock's at 6. They haven't gotten inside the 3-point line yet. Ziegler jumps out. Here's Broom. Finds the offensive rebound, and what a move by Chaney Johnson.
You have to know when it's a long 3-point shot, it's going to be a long rebound, and Auburn just wins the race to the ball. Auburn, to me, right there with the physicality in this game. There's the miss by Broom. That ball's not going to bounce around the restricted arc, and a really good job by Johnson to run that thing down. Auburn has won the physicality so far in this game. That's not easy to do against Tennessee on their home floor.
He's a second on Connect. Rick Barnes in the first half, when a player picks up 2, only leaves him in 11% of the time. And I think he wanted to get him out, but James was a little late to get to the scorer's table. Volunteers have made just one of their last 8. It came from Connect, and so is that one.
Don't take him out until he makes another 3. That action right there, that pin down NASCAR cut that Dalton Connect makes into a jump shot, it is unguardable.
As crowded as everything has been on both sides, kind of feels like a Bristol race tonight.
It does.
Baker Mazzara with the 3.
Yeah, if you ain't bumping, you ain't racing, and that's exactly how this game's being played. There's contact. I'm saying legal contact on every play, just body on body.
Does that draw an advantage for either side?
Both teams are very good, Tom, at that type of a game.
Here's Connect again. Power game with his left.
How good is he, man? He can go either way. You try to take one side away, and he'll just drive it hard with force, and that he's so long with his reach around the rim, he can't get to his ball.
48% field goal percentage for Connect. It's top 10 in the league. Baker Mazzara with a step past Adu. Pass in traffic. Connect very nearly picked up his 3rd. Instead, he gets the steal. Poked from behind. Auburn the other way. And Broom gets tripped in the open floor and goes down holding his right elbow. I think he just crashed really hard, and he's already opened up a strawberry down there.
Well, now Connect has to go out, but he got some points before Rick Barnes had set him out because of that second foul. And Dalton Connect, when he comes off this NASCAR cut running into a turn like that, it is money, because Zakai Ziegler is throwing strikes, and then you come out and chase him down, and you're there on the catch. He just lowers his shoulder, and on 2 bounces, he's on the other side of the rim.
That shows how tough he is, because on the scouting report, Auburn, with their extensive study, has said we want to make him go left. He's at his worst, and that's, relatively speaking, going to his left hand.
Absolutely, but that's why there was multiple, I think 7 or 8 NBA scouts lined up on the sidelines the entire Tennessee warm-up session. All eyes on Dalton Connect.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but there are a lot of logos on my flight into McGee Tyson this morning. Volunteers lead by 3. Here's Broom. He's now a 3-point threat. And he leaves it short. Connect has scored the last 8 for Tennessee.
Now that ball really has to pop without Dalton Connect on the floor. I think he's got to get side to side, and now it's equal opportunity offense for the Tennessee Volunteers.
JP Estrella has checked in, 6'11" freshman. Gainey is fouled on his drive. It's a second on Aiden Holloway. Scruffy City is living up to its nickname tonight. We got a battle on Rocky Top.
This looks like an actual farm.
It looks cute on the app.
Eyes the by the build the boats, and eyes the by the sailor, eyes the by the catch the fish, and take them home alive.
Meanwhile, at a Verbo, when other vacation rentals aren't what they're cracked up to be, try one where you know what you'll get.
Chris came to TurboTax because
I switched gears from delivering part-time to streaming full-time.
so I made their moves count, filing with 100% accuracy and guaranteeing their maximum refund. Intuit TurboTax.
Hey,
Hey.
what's this?
Coca-Cola spiced. It's
Nah, dude. It's more like...
Nah, it's...
No, it's...
all right. All new Coca-Cola Spiced with an unexpected burst of raspberry and spice flavors.
Back for another flounder fish sandwich?
And a shrimp tackle box.
Let us do the fishing while y'all enjoy our seafood that you'll love. Get them before they're gone.
The Sugar Show! Sean O'Malley is an absolute star. She told Vera he was built for this.
Car wreck? Get Hughes and Coleman and get it done. After a car wreck, what does it mean when we say, get Hughes and Coleman and get it done? It means making the insurance company do what's right. It means getting a powerful law firm on your side, one with a proven record of success. And it means the peace of mind of never paying us a fee unless we get money for you. So if you've been injured, get Hughes and Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600.
Some people just know that the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Because you know that just because it fits in the cup holder doesn't make it to go. And you know how to brake without breaking everything. And you're definitely not doing, okay, I don't even know what this is, but you're definitely not doing that. With Allstate, you're connected to a rate based on you. Call 1-888-ALLSTATE for a quote today.
Kent Dallin in coaching studio. Kyle Filipowski in the lineup. Duke home to Louisville, and Jeremy Roach and company are dialed in.
Yeah, they started okay. The turnovers have been a bit of an issue. Otherwise, they'd be blowing out the Cards by more than 10. They take care of the ball. They're going to cruise to a dub in Durham.
10-point lead. Meantime, Coach, Florida winners of 4 of 5, and you love that Gators backcourt.
Yeah, Walter Clayton, a big-time shot maker. So is Zion Poland. If you want to find this year's FAU, it might be right up the street in Gainesville.
Ooh, Tom and Jimmy, back to you in Knoxville.
All right, guys, thanks a lot. Tennessee with a 3-point lead moments ago. The last time out, this is Bruce Pearl inside the Auburn huddle.
Listen, change for watch this. Okay, now let you go left. Should I? Set it. You okay to shoot this side too? All right, good job. Exchange fire. Should I come up? Cheney go down and get backside rebound. Set it. Cover some ground. Shadai's going to stand there unguarded. Or Shadai, listen, watch. Sometimes this guy comes up, maybe they want more. Exchange fire. Set it, throw back. Shot or one more.
Meanwhile, Jordan Gainey at the free throw line.
Tom, here's what stands out. Every play call that Bruce Pearl has or draws up, he's talking about the backside rebound. They are so good at their play design and emphasizing where the shot's going to come from, and we've got to clean up that backside rebound. That's exactly what he was doing in that last play call. Just one of the tremendous X&O coaches in the game is Bruce Pearl.
Auburn looking for its second ever road win against a top 5 team. They're 1-29 all time. The only win came against Tubby Smith in Kentucky back in 1988. That was a #1 ranked Kentucky team. Nearly picked off by James. 7 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
Now Auburn is really good now on out of bounds under, offensively and defensively. Auburn is 3rd in the country at scoring off out of bounds under. They're 9th at defending out of bounds under. Exceptional at the special teams area.
That's not just good coaching, but also good retaining information out of the film room by the players.
No doubt.
Shot clock violation. Good defense by Tennessee. 7:18 to play in the half. Volunteers with a 5-point lead here.
Tommy, it feels like a really critical time right now for Tennessee because they're going to have to close this half out without Dalton Connect on the floor. He's got 10 points. He's only played 9 minutes. The offense cannot have a letdown or a breakdown right now.
Katie Johnson with the bump in the backcourt. That is his first 6th team foul against Auburn.
Auburn has won, I think you said it, 7 of the past 9 meetings between Auburn and Tennessee. Do that. Yeah, that's Estrella. Sets the screen and rolls out of it too early. Rolls right down on a defender.
That is the 6th turnover for Tennessee tonight.
So Rick Barnes saying you got to stop.
On that last possession, Josiah Jordan-James the block, the 100th career block for Triple J. Second UT player ever with 100 blocks and 150 steals. And another Auburn turnover. A little sloppy. Great defense will do that to you. 8th turnover of the game for the Tigers.
Tom, both teams are outstanding on the weak side defense. And your on-ball defense wins you games, but your weak side defense wins you championships. And that's how Tennessee and Auburn are both built. They are always on that white line, always loaded to the ball. Nothing easy cutting through the lane.
Here's Gainey. He's a streaky shooter, but he nearly turned it over. Estrella finds it. And it's ripped away by Baker Mazzara.
That's a freshman not understanding how much violence you have to have, man, trying to come out of it with the crowd, right?
Yeah, it's like Chapman Highway and rush hour. It's okay if you bump somebody. Just cruise. Feed inside to Cardwell. One more to Johnson, and again to Jalen Williams for 3. Got it.
Auburn, got Tennessee in a defensive rotation, and it's not easy to do.
Williams gambled on Gainey. And then Gainey down the lane, no. Estrella working hard. Out of bounds and Auburn basketball.
The Dalton Connect's going to come back in this game because Rick Barnes sees what I see. Their offense is stuck right now. But you get Tennessee in that defensive rotation and just a little bit of a late recovery to a shooter. And now Dalton Connect's going to be tested with his defensive discipline. He cannot pick up his 3rd. Expect Bruce Pearl to go right at Dalton Connect in a couple of possessions. It's that big of a deal in this game.
To your point of getting Connect back on the floor, Tennessee hasn't made a bucket in 3 minutes now. Connect is guarding Baker Mazzara, who's turned into the top offensive weapon in the last couple of weeks for Auburn. And here he is. Drives right at him and goes to the rim, but turns it over.
There's that weak side defense I just talked about by Tennessee.
Numbers for the Volunteers. Nobody stops the basketball. And Awaka lost the rebound into Ziegler's hands. Adu got it.
Yeah, what a find by Ziegler. And a tremendous relocation by Jonas Adu to not get attracted to the ball and get inside the crowd. Really nice with a 15-footer.
Williams for 3 again. The Georgia native left that one short. Ziegler bump, and Cardwell says I barely touched it. It'll be the 2nd on Auburn's backup big man.
Zakai Ziegler is crafty and tricky, and just a little bit of contact. He may have sold it, but he gets the call. That contact from the trail defender, it's always on him when the whistle blows.
And so Zakai Ziegler to the free throw line, excuse me. Ziegler 71% from the free throw line on the season. And this is a 1-and-1, his first free throw attempt of the game. Tennessee is a perfect 9 for 9 at the charity stripe.
Tom, I was talking with Dalton Connect before the ball game, and he left Thompson Bowling Arena last night at 12:30 at night. He got here at 10:30. I got up about 400 shots between 10:30 and 11:45. Then Stretch got in the cold tub. I mean, this guy wakes up with a plan. He's addicted to being great at basketball. That's another thing that the NBA scouts love about this kid.
32 20-point games for Dalton Connect. Here's Katie Johnson back to Chaney Johnson, who's cut off. Katie wanted it back. Chaney kept it himself.
Oh, wow.
Nice move.
He had to be physical, bounce off of a Waka. And a really nice high release.
Josiah Jordan-James trying to use his length and a whistle away from the basketball.
Tom, if you can't play through contact in this game, you're not going to score. And this is a really good job by Johnson. There's a lot of contact, legal contact, banging against the Waka, but then pivots away from the body of a Waka to get the shot off. Nothing easy, nothing finesse at all in this building so far.
Connect to the free throw line. He's averaging 20.2 points per game over the last 2 seasons. That's the 6th best among all Division I players active in both seasons. The only current player in the Power 6 better is Zach Edey. It's just a hair under 23 a game. Connect had probably already gotten up 200 shots before you made it to Birmingham last night.
That's about what time I pulled into the downtown Sheraton. 12:30, somewhere in there.
Volunteers' largest lead of the game at 6.
And what a game that was last night in Starkville, huh? Between Kentucky and Mississippi State.
Broom with the spin and the jam.
Just went right through Jonas Adu. Can't go over him.
He wanted the whistle.
He sure did. I'm not so sure he doesn't have a pretty good case for it.
The demonstrative is Don Daly coming back down the floor. And then another Zakai Ziegler turnover, his 4th of the game. And Auburn gift right back.
I'll say it again. I love Zakai Ziegler. He's playing really hard. He's not playing smart as a point guard right now. What is happening right now in this game? Janai Broom, the physicality and the quick spin, man, right around Jonas Adu. Ball game in Rocky Top.
Yeah, I mean, Gecko's a beast. He's got that dog in him.
He wasn't just awake before us. He'd already worked out how to help protect way more than just your car.
I'm great at insurance, but Gecko is just, he's something else.
Yeah, we're talking renters, jewelry, pet insurance.
And then he'd come back at night and study film.
Riddle me this. If it's so easy a caveman can do it, why is he working so hard?
From cars to home to pets, it's easy to Geico.
Reducing blur and glare. Clearing away rain at just the right angle. Bosch Night Performance wiper blades are so adapted to the dangers of driving on stormy nights. It's almost as if those who drive with them are too.
You ever seen a night like this? Oh, I see all kinds of things.
Night vision has evolved. Bosch Night Performance wiper blades.
Fast Twitch Energy Drink. Feel the energy. Find your speed. With 200 milligrams of caffeine, 0 sugar, and electrolytes. Start fast with Fast Twitch. How Gatorade does energy.
Meet the traveling trio. The thrill seeker, the soul searcher, and ahoy, it's the explorer. Each helping to protect their money with Chase. Whoa, a lost card isn't keeping this thrill seeker down. Lost her card? Not the vibe. The soul searcher is finding his identity and helping to protect it. Oh yeah, the explorer. She's looking to dive deeper, all while Chase looks out for her. Because these friends have Chase. Alerts that help check, tools that help protect, one bank that puts you in control. Chase, make more of what's yours.
The future is threatened by enemies often unpredictable. When there are battles to win for America's future, there is one constant: Marines.
always dry scoop before you run.
Listen to me. A hot dog diet got me shredded.
It's time we listen to science. One-A-Day is formulated with key nutrients to support whole body health. One-A-Day, science that matters.
If you want this, you got to go into the store and just be like, give me the Dun King's Munchkin Skewer.
The Dun King's Munchkin Skewer.
Too much of a mouthful?
Oh, how many times can you say it fast?
Been a long time since I did the acting exercises.
Yeah, we know.
The Dun King's Munchkin Skewer.
Kev Dallin and Coach in studio coming up at the half. We'll talk about some SEC teams beyond the big boys capable of making a run in March. Plus Duke off a notable weekend, back in action. Both of these teams, a little screws that need tightening here, maybe?
Yeah, really good defensive teams. You got to take care of the ball. Don't make it easier for either one. Obviously, rebounding is really big with some missed shots. The most important thing, the next 3:59 is Dalton Connect walking around with 2 fouls, still maintaining that.
My concern for this Tennessee team is when Dalton Connect is out of the game, they're so reliant on him. Jimmy Dykes, that's my question for you. Are they too reliant on Connect in terms of big picture in the NCAA tournament?
They're growing out of it because they have been stuck in that mud. But they are slowly understanding there's a difference between waiting on Dalton Connect to do something and watching him do something. And when he goes out, that ball has got to be motion side to side and multiple touches. So they're growing out of that problem, Coach.
Wow, that's a good answer. Both of their bigs are giving him more of an opportunity to do just that. That's Awaka, who now has 6. He and Adu have combined for 16 of Tennessee's 34.
They are winning that 5-position matchup. Nothing pleases Rick Barnes more than come out of a timeout and jackhammer that thing around the rim for a finish.
Rome kicks it out. And a beautiful finger roll and finish by Denver Jones, a transfer from Florida International. He hasn't been a great finisher, only 47% at the rim on the season.
Well, that is a low number. Anything below 50 is a concern.
Here's Connect. Sloppy start for Ziegler with 4 turnovers and then an air ball. He's just not feeling it so far tonight.
He is out of his game. It all started with him deleting the drive ability of Ziegler. It's got him frustrated.
Brome likes to go over the right shoulder. And a kick to Jones for 3.
Wow, what a bucket. What a find by Janai Broom. Because Tobe Awaka came over as a late double defender and really tried to bother his airspace. And man, the backside bomb and the find by Broom was special.
Auburn is 4 of 10 from 3. Tennessee 2 for 5 to start this game. James, nope. And a physical bump inside, and there'll be a whistle against Denver Jones.
That contact has occurred on every play in this game when the ball's on the glass. Watch Janai Broom, Tom, on this last possession. He rolls to the middle, and Awaka just rolls right into his grill. But Janai Broom knew exactly where he was going with that ball from the time of the first bounce, and he finds Jones in that deep corner.
It kind of feels like the message that Bruce gave to Janai when we peeked into their huddle, hey, you might have a 3, but maybe one more is better.
Yeah.
Just planting that seed to look to pass is enough, even though it's not the same play.
It is, and that's where Janai Broom has really grown. He was strictly a low post, back to the basket, old school big until this year. Now they're running offense through this kid, 4 and orange up top, and here he goes in some zoom action.
And we got a hold on Tennessee, and Auburn will be shooting in the bonus. Tigers have made each of their last 4 field goal attempts. The college basketball day we have for you on Saturday on ESPN. Starting at noon Eastern, we'll be in South Carolina for Florida and the Gamecocks. And then Tobacco Road battle. Carolina at home against NC State. Virginia goes to Duke. And our Saturday prime matchup is Tennessee at Alabama. 8 o'clock Eastern for 2 teams with their sights set on the SEC regular season title. You saw Kentucky last night. Man, do they look unbeatable when they play like that.
Yeah, I would not want to see them in my bracket if I'm a 1 or 2 seed. And I thought John Calipari was outstanding as a coach the last 16 seconds of that game. It's too early to foul. He played it out. Hubbard hit a terrific shot. And then not calling timeout, or trusting his young guards to come down and make a play. John Calipari was spot on in his coaching in the last 30 seconds of that game.
Gainey. And a reach and foul as he was going up. Chaney Johnson commits his first, and Tennessee shooting free throws, trying to end a 7-0 Auburn run. Here's your flashback to last night, Jimmy.
Yeah, well, Reed Sheppard just absolutely took over. There's that floater. It's a very difficult shot. And Cal had a timeout to use, but he chose to trust his young guards to just go make a play. How many times has Reed Sheppard grown up in the state of Kentucky, either in his driveway or an empty gym, visualizing one of these days I'm going to hit a buzzer beater winner for the Kentucky Wildcats, and it came to fruition last night.
Yeah, he was asked about it after the game. He said, well, yeah, all the time. Gainey 2 for 2 from the free throw line. What an effort by Mississippi State. Hubbard, the freshman, one of the top scoring freshmen in the country.
He was phenomenal. The lift he has in his jump shot for a small guard is as good as I've seen.
Baker Mazzara held by Meshack on the drive, and he'll be going to the free throw line.
Tom, Tennessee is not a team that funnels the ball one way or the other. They are a square you up team, and that time Meshack got on the high shoulder and just opened up that baseline drive, much to the dismay of that Tennessee staff. They teach bear hug the ball, like spread out like you're hugging a bear and square that ball up. They're not a give you an angle defensive team at all.
That's available here in East Tennessee. You can go to Cage Cove. They frown upon trying to hug the Bears. They'd like you to leave them alone and not feed them. I don't know anybody who has tried that, but I saw what you were demonstrating. Baker Mazzara has been perfect from the free throw line the last week or so. And that continues here as he earns a bonus.
It's like this, like you come up to the offensive guy and you just bear hug the ball, like big as I can be, just bear hug and spread out. That's how they teach it.
I don't have to be faster than the bear, but I only have to be faster than you. And I think I'd survive. Mazzara stays perfect from the line.
But kids get visuals, you know. You teach them that. Okay, I got it. Like
6 ties, 7 lead changes in this one. You've been, I don't know if it's the extra caffeine or what, but you've been very, very busy tonight. You were on the 1s and 2s before the game, the Wheels of Steel.
It's an 11 versus 4 matchup. I mean, if this doesn't light your fire, your wood's wet, right?
There's an extra dish, and Meshack
nice
banks
cut.
it in.
Really nice cut by Meshack. This isn't going to be a 46-43 game this year. These two teams offensively really getting it done against what I think is outstanding defense.
Ziegler with the rebound after the Denver Jones miss. Ziegler, the hezzy, and a kick to the corner for 3. Gainey's got it.
Yes, sir. Zakai Ziegler finally makes the right read and finds the right guy. Sometimes it's not a shot to get a guy going, it's a pass, and maybe that one wakes up Zakai Ziegler.
Tennessee with a 4-point advantage late in the first half.
Backbone One, PlayStation Edition. Enhance your gaming experience on mobile.
Zakai Ziegler now with 5 assists, and the 5th one might be the one that gets him going because he gets a piece of the paint. And how does Auburn lose a shooter on the backside like Gainey? All guys are running to the ball, and Chad Baker Mazzara just rotates up instead of rotates down. And boy, that felt like a really big shot right for the half.
49 seconds left before intermission. Denver Jones will bring it up for Auburn. An Auburn team that's won 2 of its last 3. Lost at home to Kentucky. Here's Katie Johnson. Drills the 3. This guy seems to rise for the moment. 1-point game, shot clock is off.
Yeah, Katie Johnson is at his best on the biggest stage.
I feel like he's also at his best when everybody's against him and on the road.
Absolutely. That's how he's wired.
1-point Tennessee lead with the ball. We're back in half a minute.
We're Row, a healthcare company helping hundreds of thousands of people lose weight. And we're now offering treatment with GLP-1s. the revolutionary weight loss medication everyone is talking about. With Row, get the online coaching and care you need to lose 15% of your body weight with one weekly shot. Losing 15% of your body weight is possible with Row. Get started at row.co/lose15.
Get ready for the tiebreakers. Not since 2000 when 4 teams, Florida, Kentucky, LSU, and Tennessee, all tied for the regular season title. And we've seen a race quite like this. And Tennessee's got 4 quad 1 teams in front of them to close the regular season.
Auburn just hit a major basket at the end of this first half. Now, can Tennessee answer? It's amazing how many times a big momentum basket is the difference in the game at the end of the game. Kentucky threw one in DJ Wagner last night right before the half, which paid off big time down the stretch.
Feels like stealing a possession almost.
Absolutely.
Ziegler will wait. Now he goes with 7. Crosses over, pulls for 3.
Yeah.
Huge
to my point.
For Ziegler. One last shot, Jalen Williams, 3-quarter court.
Just remember that shot when we have a couple of minutes to go in this game. It was amazing how many times a late clock, big time shot magnified the last minute of the game.
Both teams sizzling from deep. This is the 4th and 8 tries for Tennessee as Ziegler tries to correct his game after a slow start. A.D. Johnson hit Auburn's 5th a moment before that. And we've got a 44-40 game at the half at a packed Rocky Top. Let's get to the studio with Seth Greenberg, Dylan Cuff. Here's Kevin Connors.
All right, Tom, what a finish to that first half there in Knoxville. Welcome into the halftime report. Florida started the night on the 7 line, trending upward, winners of 4 of 5. Dynamic guard play, but an interesting storyline developing here in Gainesville.
Yeah, Walt Clayton just fouled out of the game with about, 14 minutes left to go. He picked up a foul, had a conversation with the official. He lost that conversation, and his 5th foul, he was eliminated from the contest.
Yeah, he looked a little confused. Todd Golden is none too happy with that situation. As we're showing you a lot of Clayton in this highlight, this team, Florida, came off a win over Vanderbilt. They've been a little bit in second gear in this game. Losing Clayton's not going to help.
Dallin Cuff, Coach Seth Greenberg, Kevin Connors here in studio. Boy, we hit the under 4 timeout, and we were wondering when that game would get going, and it got going in those final 4 minutes.
Yeah, for those of you on the under, stay ready. 24 points in the final 4 minutes. You had guys spacing the floor, sharing the ball, knocking down shots, but they were both getting really good looks against difficult defense, able to get paint touches and get it kicked out, and good cutting off the ball as well.
I really like what Rick Barnes is doing. He's starting to play those 2 big guys together, Walker and Adu. That takes pressure off of Dalton Connect, because now all of a sudden you got another big body. Adu can step out and play in face, or Walker can get to the glass, an offensive rebound, then you play the 2 guards. The key to Tennessee's, the tone setter is Zakai Ziegler. He turned it over and spit it up all over the place in the first 10 minutes. He settles down, he makes some plays, gets some easy buckets for some folks, and then makes a couple of shots. He is the key for them, not today, he's the key for them in the NCAA tournament. Not Dalton Connect. It's Zakai Ziegler.
Connect does hit the half, though, with only 2 fouls, something that you guys talked about here. Start of the day, Joe Lunardi had Tennessee, Alabama, Auburn, Kentucky among his top 4 seeds. Give me one of those teams beyond the big boys, D.C., that's capable of making a deep run in the month of March.
We both love Florida. I'll let Coach take Florida, but I think Mississippi State, it wasn't about the loss last night to Kentucky. They already won 5 in a row before. They beat both the teams we're seeing right now. They've got great length. They defended a high level. They're very well coached. And Josh Hubbard although a freshman, will be his first NCAA tournament. That kid's a bucket, man. So they have a bunch of different pieces. This league has a number of teams in that middle tier that could make a deep run. We're talking Elite 8 or maybe further.
That dude jumps up and rises up and shoots jumpers. I'll tell you that much. Look, to me, it's Florida. I mean, Florida, potential Florida. Think about where they were at the beginning of the season. The backcourt is elite. 2 mid-major guys, obviously. Probably a mid-major.
Of course.
Casey Loves.
Love that. But Zion Poland and Clayton are terrific. Both can make shots. But it's up front. They got legitimate depth in their front court. Ham Logden protects the front of the rim. They're an elite offensive rebounding team. Tyrese Sample is a tough matchup because you put him in a ball screen, he could short roll or run to the rim. I think Florida's gotten the toughness you need to have to advance in the NCAA tournament.
And they've built that lead now over on the SEC network, a 10-point game.
Without Walter Clayton.
That's right. This is part of a big SEC doubleheader here on ESPN2. You got Alabama and a team that can put it up with anybody in terms of scoring. Mark Sears and company on the road. Huge game in Oxford tonight for Ole Miss. And game day will be in the house, T-Town. Talk about a big-time matchup.
talk about an Airbnb, a big-time situation. What is the staying situation?
You said in the house. We're going to be in someone's house. I don't know whose
No
house.
hotels
There's
available.
No hotels
in T-Town.
available.
The boys, maybe the girls, are all staying in a house. Let's get the camera crew there.
Jay will making omelets for everybody. When we come back.
He ain't doing anything in there.
After a notable weekend for Duke, the Blue Devils back in action. We'll check in on them next.
I'm changing it up. It's a new era now. I've been changing it up. Listen. You gotta get on my level.
You love pizza just as much as we love pizza. So we're bringing you our favorite offer yet. For a limited time, get a large one-topping pizza for $8.99, only at Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
Oh, I can't believe it's true. I get to love you. It's a promise I'm making to you. Whatever may come, your heart I will choose. Remember this moment with me. Every kiss begins with K.
Men, want to reclaim your vitality? GF9. When it matters most? GF9. Where it matters most? GF9. Naturally increases HGH up to 682%. Feel fine with GF9. Available at retail or online.
Of course it goes in.
Every generation has guys like this.
Saturday primetime at 8:30 and a Sunday showcase doubleheader at 1 on ABC.
What is Circle? Circle is the fuel you need to take flight. Circle is the energy that gets you to the next level. Circle is what you hope for when life tosses lemons your way. Circle, available at Walmart and drinkcircle.com.
Very sorry to hear about your father.
Father-in-law, thank you.
Well, that's, it's a little better. Your dad's still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
You always have to be the center of attention.
I have to accept that you're wired like a lunatic.
You're small, you're petty.
You're a walking virus, Larry.
There's an authenticity involved in caring about oneself.
Frank, where's the mail? For the stuff you can't live without, but would rather not live with, there's Public Storage. Now rent online on your time and save up to 50% during our half-price sale at publicstorage.com.
Kev Dallin and Coach in studio. Start of the night, Joe Lenardi, his projected top 4 seed lines. Of course, Purdue, UConn, Houston, Arizona right there. You've got Marquette.
Ooh, Creighton.
On the 2 line with Creighton sneaking into the conversation. Speaking of Marquette, taking on Providence tonight, one of Joey Brackett's final 4 teams in. But, guys, this has been a one-sided game.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about Dallin Cuff right now, but I think he'll survive the second half, possibly. But this is a Marquette team. To me, the best passing team, maybe in college basketball, 1 through 5.
Their energy level has been off the charts. Granted, in Providence, the Friars beat them by 15. They came shot out of a cannon here. They've been all over the floor defensively. Tyler Colt's
I love
leading.
Anytime there's blood in the game, it's a good game.
Well, unless you have Providence
Unless
plus
it's
11 and a half. Mine's all over the floor.
It was your blood.
Marquette is dominating. This is a wrap already.
24-point lead. Duke home to Louisville off the loss to Wake. Kyle Filipowski in the lineup. Coach, what do you like about the Blue Devils guard play?
The more I look at this Duke team, I think their backcourt is Final Four good. If they can get consistent play from Filipowski in the block, Mark Mitchell continues to play to his strengths, Duke, to me, is trending up.
Caleb Foster out again. I would love to see these guys be able to play together. It's only a handful of games all year. We've seen everybody available. Roach, though, knocking down a 3.
He's playing good. Jared Roach is having like a Quinn Cook type senior year.
Oh, how about that? And leading them maybe to a championship like
That's where I was going every once in a while. And,
putting it down, I'll pick it up.
Fake it away. You bought it. There you go.
Meantime, Northwestern won't catch Purdue, but still could be a 2 seed in the Big Ten and a rare road lead.
Not easy to play there. Maryland's been relatively good at home, especially in league play. Jameer Young's doing his thing, but Northwestern has to find a way to contain it.
The Fighting Greenies, without Ty Berry, they can go into Maryland and get a win. That's pretty impressive. Bowie is one of the top 3 or 4 point guards in America. He is absolutely phenomenal.
Bowie's got 7. Northwestern's got a 5-point halftime lead. Katie Johnson dialed in from long distance. An offensive showcase with Tennessee in front by 4.
She found it. The feeling of finding the psoriasis treatment she's been looking for. She found Sotyktu, a once-daily pill for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, for the chance at clear or almost clear skin. It's like the feeling of finding your back is back, or finding psoriasis can't deny the splendor of these thighs. Once daily Sotyktu was proven better, getting more people clearer skin than the leading pill. Don't take if you're allergic to Sotyktu. Serious reactions can occur. Sotyktu can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Serious infections, cancers including lymphoma, muscle problems, and changes in certain labs have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, liver or kidney problems, high triglycerides, or had a vaccine or plan to. Sotyktu is a TYK2 inhibitor. TYK2 is part of the JAK family. It's not known if Sotyktu has the same risks as JAK inhibitors. Find what plaque psoriasis has been hiding. There's only one Sotyktu, so ask for it by name. So clearly you, Sotyktu.
So this is pickleball? It's basically tennis for babies, but for adults. It should be called wiffle tennis. Pickle! Yeah, These guys are intense. We got nothing to worry about. With E-Trade from Morgan Stanley, we're ready for whatever gets served up.
Dude, you gotta work on your trash talk.
I'd rather work on saving for retirement. Or college, since you like to get schooled. That's a pretty good burn, right?
Got him. Game.
Thanks for coming to our clinic. First one's free.
Pan pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. It's handmade with fresh, never-frozen dough, has 2 layers of cheese, toppings to the edge, and a crust that's golden and crispy. Well, consider the secret out. Carry out any one-topping medium pan pizza for $7.99 at Domino's.
There's no surefire way to prevent accidents at work. So talk to your agent about workers' comp insurance from Pi, or visit piinsurance.com and get a quote. Safety first, then Pi Insurance.
Hair follicles live in the skin. So for healthier hair, treat your skin with Curology Hair Formula RX. Curology addresses hair loss and thinning at the scalp. Get follically fit in as few as 3 months.
How'd you like to be a bubble team right now? Providence,
Thanks, Kev.
But to say, the end of my left, no.
Appreciate it. No, it's not a fun experience, I can tell you.
Critical night for Ole Miss and A&M, and no margin for error for Virginia as well.
Not at all, but Gonzaga's one is interesting. Mark Few's never felt this before. It's fascinating.
He hasn't felt it. Gonzaga makes the tournament. They're playing at elite level offensively. Watch out. They're going to win some games.
24 consecutive years. Akai Ziegler and the Volunteers in front by 4. The second half from Knoxville is next.
Students of any age, from anywhere, using our technology to power different ways of learning. So when minds grow, opportunities follow.
Back for another flounder fish sandwich?
And a shrimp tackle box. Let us do the fishing while y'all enjoy our seafood that you'll love. Get them before they're gone.
Shopify helps you sell at every stage of your business. So you can sell it online, take it in person, and go big, like 1 million orders big. Whatever the stage, businesses that grow with Shopify.
When you pull on a pair of Tecovas boots, good times are sure to follow. We've got the perfect pair for a hard day's work, a night on the town, and just about anything in between. Find your pair at tecovas.com.
At Consumer Cellular, you get the same exact coverage as the largest carriers for up to half the price. That's amazing. And great customer service based here in America. Barbara! That's amazing. And no hidden fees, no contracts, and free activation. Barbara! Hello? Barbara? Sorry, I was muted. That's amazing. I know, right?
Barbara, did you see that?
The University of Tennessee is on the rise, lighting the way in everything we do, from theater to supply chain management to advanced materials, creating leaders in the field, on the field, and in every field. The best way to rise is to lift others up and reach for the summit together. It takes each one of us giving our all. It takes a volunteer.
Join the CNBC Investing Club with an opportunity you can't afford to miss.
Join the club and let me teach you the right way to invest. I prepare like no one else so you can be prepared for any market.
Unlock access to Jim Cramer's daily market strategies, stock picks, and real-time buy-sell alerts.
Find your next investment opportunity here in the CNBC Investing Club.
Join the club now. Flash sale offer for a limited time. Go to cnbc.com/become a member.
Recently changed jobs or received a raise? Make sure your taxes are being done 100% correctly. Intuit TurboTax has done millions of tax returns, so you can trust they'll do yours right with 100% accuracy guaranteed. Visit TurboTax.com.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Get 2 entrees and an appetizer for $25 only at Applebee's.
Welcome back to the SEC on ESPN in front of 22,000 Food City Arena. Here's your E-Trade game track. And the numbers favor Tennessee, but just barely. 15 bench points for the Volunteers to just 11 for Auburn, which has been one of their strengths over the course of the season. 4th in the country in bench points on average. Welcome back courtside. Tom Hart alongside Jimmy Dykes. The crowd has been tremendous. There's so much on the line in this game. The energy has been high. Is it what you expected in the first half?
Yeah, absolutely. The game of the night in college basketball has delivered in the first 20 minutes. 2 physical teams, man, but they can also score. 2 teams that are built to win games on a neutral floor, Tom, in March because of the style they play. This game has been established, though, on the inside, and who's going to win that around-the-rim battle that's going on. Jonas Adu so far has the advantage at the 5 spot just by a slight margin over Janai Broome. And Jonas Adu's offense has really grown this year. His confidence to that right shoulder left hook is awfully strong. Janai Broome is a good ball mover. He's also a shot blocker. He can roll out of it in the middle ball screen action. He's a good passer. He can step out and knock down a 3. Think about this. Adu and Awaka have combined for 16 points and 6 rebounds. Auburn's combination of Broome and Cardwell is only 7 points and 6 rebounds. So the offensive production on the inside for the Tennessee Volunteers so far has the advantage.
One wild card for Auburn, and Chris Moore, who's been a regular, had a tough time finding minutes in the Georgia game due to some of these new rotations, has not seen the floor yet tonight for the Tigers. Auburn finished the first half hot. They hit 3 of their last 4, including Big Katie Johnson 3.
Remember, Dalton Connect has 2 fouls. Will Bruce Pearl go at Dalton Connect early in this half?
They brought a triple to Janai Broome. He turns it into a turnover and ended up on his backside.
And Tennessee, normally they single guard the post, but they've thrown some different looks at Janai Broome in this game just to keep him out of offensive rhythm. A really good job by Rick Barnes with his defense.
On the other end, Bruce Pearl can mix it up defensively through a zone at Georgia to start that game last weekend. Ziegler another 3.
Tom, I just feel like that pass that he made to Gainey got him back being Zakai Ziegler.
Largest lead in the game for Tennessee at 7. There's Baker Mazzara, lost connect thanks to a Broome screen, but couldn't finish. Frustrating possession for Baker Mazzara, nearly committed a foul, didn't stop the ball, and then the foul ends up being charged to Broome.
Zakai Ziegler, the last 3 minutes of the first half, now to start the second half. He is really good at driving the defense off of him and then reloading with a back step into those 3-point shots. He's right there behind Dalton Connect in terms of Tennessee's best 3-point shooter.
Tennessee 14 of 15 from the free throw line tonight. Connect is 4 for 5. Pardon me, 4 for 4.
Tom, think about this with Dalton Connect. He takes between 4,500 and 5,000 shots a week outside of practice, every week. All to prepare him to take 32 shots in a game in a week. He averages about 16 shots a game. He's taking 5,000 shots to have him prepared to take 32. That's the type of work ethic it takes to be at that level.
He's at his own level this season and could be a difference maker for Tennessee come March Madness. And his hands on that one. It turns into a Vescovi steal and a foul at midcourt. Second on Denver Jones.
You can no longer say that Dalton Knecht is a poor defender. He has also really grown in that area. His alertness, he's long arms, he's all of 6'6". Seeing the game defensively now much closer through the eyes of what Rick Barnes sees the game.
How does his play impact the veterans around him, whether that be Josiah Jordan-James and Santiago Vescovi? Not from a role perspective, but taking some of the pressure off.
That's the answer. I think it takes some pressure off of those guys, but Seth made a good point in the first half talking to us. Those guys have to continue to be aggressive and not just watch Dalton Knecht go to work.
Reach in, knock away. Vescovi goes down, and a shake of the head from Aiden Holloway, who not only commits his third, but had his head bounce off the hardwood. Now he's trying to shake some of those cobwebs.
Tom, that play sums up why Rick Barnes loves Santi Vescovi. And his willingness to give up his body and just those crash and burn plays that he excels in. The trust factor that Barnes has with Josiah Jordan-James and Santi is as good as it's been. Watch out. I've been ran over before.
I thought you were going to try to hug a bear.
that would be one.
Uh-oh.
Hey, if you see me wrestling a bear, feel sorry for the bear.
Didn't you spend some time with Sterl the Pearl before the game?
I did.
Unbelievable.
Sterl the Pearl? Is that his name?
He can't put on another man's headset and work his turntables without knowing his name. Here's Knecht down the lane. Here's Jimmy Dykes pregame with DJ Sterl the Pearl. It's Sterling Henton, who was a Tennessee quarterback here in the late 80s, early 90s, led them to the 89 and 90 SEC championship. And he is impressed with Jimmy Dykes on the 1s and 2s. What?
Do you guys always have to run a camera?
Yeah,
what are we doing?
The eye in the sky is always watching.
Oh man, this student section, that's enough, guys. We can move on. The student sections in this conference have gone to another level, not just here at Tennessee.
Reset or not reset appropriately.
Yeah. Checking the shot clock. Were you remixing Rockin' Little Heartbeat over there? Is that what it was?
No, I'm not sure what I was scratching, as the kids call it.
Scratching the itch. You finally realize your dream. Here's what they're looking at. Shot clock was at 5 at this point, and it did hit the rim. And then it was out of bounds on Auburn. And no possession change.
Confirmed, the ball hit rim, reset of the shot clock.
Don Daly's voice for you. What's Bruce Pearl telling his guys right now? 9-point deficit. Feels like Tennessee is a team that can go on runs, obviously.
I'm anxious to see if he continues to try to make Dalton Knecht defend and pick up that third foul. That would be a big, big play in this game. And Janai Broome not afraid to express his feelings. This is a team, Auburn, they go right at one another in the right way. And Bruce Pearl demands a lot out of his guys, but he'll take it when his guys see or say something different. What a block.
Great challenge by Chaney Johnson. Here's Auburn the other way. And a block and a whistle. Auburn had started the second half just like the first with back-to-back turnovers. So the foul on Adu will help him out a little bit. It's his second. I wonder, and we weren't in the conversation with Bruce Pearl, but I wonder if part of that is Janai Broome being frustrated that he's not getting some whistles, as physical of a game as it is.
Yeah, it could be. But you have to play through it. And Janai Broome in the ear right now of Trey Donaldson. Janai Broome is one of those kind of guys that will demand the basketball from his teammates, as he should.
Kentucky threw a look at him a couple Saturdays ago that they hadn't shown all season by doubling the post from the bottom side. That surprised Janai Broome a couple of times. I think it surprised Auburn.
You've got to keep a guy that good and that old just out of rhythm.
Ziegler down the lane, Johnson the rebound.
Just not the best version of Zakai Ziegler overall. He's had moments, but he's had bad ones to back it up.
There's a double. Broome passes out of it, and it's lost out of bounds by Johnson. Well, they had Vescovy dig down, and then they brought the double on top from another volunteer.
And they came with traffic on the cutter. The push off to get open.
And that's the third on Vescovy.
There is not a better defense underneath than the Auburn Tigers, whether it's out of bounds under or press breaker. They put pressure on you. You can't fight the pressure with pressure. You got to second cut it. Vescovy tried to fight it off with a push and gets called. That's his third.
Yeah, he'll have to take a seat. He hasn't scored yet. Plenty of hustle points by getting on the floor and a couple of steals tonight. He's replaced by Jordan Gainey. Trey Donaldson goes from Broome. Shot clock at 4. A little up and under. And the rebound ends up with Broome and beats a shot clock.
He has tremendous hands in traffic, does Janai Broome. And the awareness to know that shot clock is ticking down to quickly get it off is special.
He's hunting for what would be his 58th career double-double. He's already 6th among active players nationally for career doubles. Connect off the back of the rim. Baker Mazzara. Go right at him, right?
Absolutely.
Back to Baker Mazzara. To Broome. Little jump hook. Got it.
How quick was he? His shoulders.
His best post moves have been when he's been quick with.
Absolutely. And his shoulder move down here in the first half, but that one right there, that's just so untypical of Zakai Ziegler. But the value still of a guy that can get it on the glass when Adu is a 7-footer right around that rim. You can't undervalue those plays.
He's got 12. Awaka's got 6, and the Tennessee Fives are winning the battle head-to-head with Broome. There's another quick move to his strong hand and one. And Janai Broome trying to take this thing personally and on his own shoulders. That's a third on Adu.
Yeah, Jonas Adu more than held his own the first half, but now it's been an advantage Janai Broome. And again, the length is not bothering Janai Broome, and his quickness to get around Adu and put Adu in a bind 4 or 5 times in this game has already transpired. Now Adu's going to have to sit.
And so with 6'11", Jonas Adu on the bench, they'll replace him with a 6'8", but very physical Tobe Awaka. Broome 60% free throw shooter. First attempt of the night. Baker Mazzara fights for it and kept it alive. And then he spikes it off of James.
I'm just not a physical box off by Josiah Jordan James turned into a jumping contest. And he lost.
Jalen Williams back on the floor for Auburn.
So think about Awaka now. He's only 6'8". He has to drive Broome out away from the basket. Any deep post touch, Broome's just going to elevate over Awaka. It becomes a strength game now defensively for Tennessee inside.
Deep corner throw in for Jalen Williams. Not sure we've seen that part of the checkerboard been used for an inbounds play very often.
Walker's got to do his defensive work early.
Short from Baker Mazzara. Scramble for the rebound, and Ziegler gets it. Connect, dangerous in transition, will pull it out. Now he gets downhill and reverses it, but can't finish. And the door is open for this Auburn team. Tennessee just won for its last 8. Jalen Williams, yes.
Williams probably got away with a little bit of a push. Extended that left arm, I thought, in front of Don Daly. Don didn't see it the same way. And what an answer back. I mean, it was a 9-point lead just a couple of minutes ago, and here come the Auburn Tigers.
Third personal on Denver Jones. His physical game stays tight in the second half.
Now, Janai Broome is your anchor. He's your pressure release in an away game. Just eats up the ball on the offensive glass, the awareness to get it up quickly. And And then right back inside. Adu is a 7-footer, but Janai Broom is so quick off of his feet. And Adu can't get to the ball. There's that spin move, Tom. We're talking about how fast his shoulders are. What a game in Rocky Top.
I get to love you. Forever I'm yours, forever I do. Every kiss begins with K.
Pan pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. It's handmade with fresh, never-frozen dough, has 2 layers of cheese, toppings to the edge, and a crust that's golden and crispy. Well, consider the secret out. Order your favorite pan pizza or try it today for the first time at Domino's.
When enamel is gone, you cannot get it back, but you can repair it with Pronamel Repair. It penetrates deep into the tooth to actively repair acid-weakened enamel. I recommend Pronamel Repair. With new Pronamel Repair mouthwash, you can enhance that repair beyond brushing. They work great together.
Where'd you learn to serve?
Oh, I didn't serve, but if your spouse, parent, or grandparent served in the military, you can join USAA.
Yeah, my grandpa did, so I'm already in, but I was talking about your serve.
Oh.
USAA, for the military community.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
So try our garlic epic stuffed crust pizza, made with our iconic garlic sauce flavor, mixed with cheese and hand stuffed into that Papa John's original dough. No one stuffs a crust like Papa John's.
Fast Twitch Energy Drink. Feel the energy. Find your speed. With 200 milligrams of caffeine, 0 sugar, and electrolytes. Start fast with Fast Twitch. How Gatorade does energy.
It's hard to run a business on your own. Make it easier on yourself. With Shopify, you can have your inventory, payments, and customers in sync across all the places you sell. Start your journey with a free trial today.
When everything hurts, you need relief that's deeper than ice. Tidal, the cryotherapy spray that goes beyond cooling to take control of the pain. Now the best-selling pain relief spray has gotten even better with an easy press activator to get the perfect coverage and dose with no rubbing needed.
It smells really good. It relieves the pain quickly so I can continue doing what I love.
It's compact, it travels easy, I can take it everywhere.
Get the all-new cryotherapy spray and the full line of Tidal products online or at your favorite retailer.
The future. The way you see it is said to depend on where you sit. At X-Chair, we think it also gets down to how you sit, which is why our technology is light years ahead. With our groundbreaking Elemax technology, bringing hot, cold, and touch into one extraordinary seating experience. At X-Chair, we've got our eye on the future of work, so you can focus on the present. Celebrate Leap Year with an extra day of deals and get up to $360 in upgraded comfort. Hurry, sale ends February 29.
True story. There's nothing more March than a conference title chase. It's the Volunteers and the Crimson Tide. The SEC crown is coming down to the wire. Experience number 4 Tennessee, number 14 Alabama. Saturday on ESPN.
That's our Sonic blockbuster, and it plays a key role in the race for the SEC title. Here's what's remaining for the top 4 contenders, not including Florida and Kentucky. And according to Bart Torvik, remaining conference strength of schedule, Tennessee seems evident, right? Even a naked eye can see that. They have the toughest schedule remaining. South Carolina's second toughest, and then Alabama and Auburn. Bruce Pearl was quick to point out, yeah, our schedule may be easier than those. It's because we've already run the gauntlet.
That's exactly right. And 6 teams this week in the AP Top 25 poll. The most of any league comes out of the SEC. 3 teams in the top 10 of the net also leads the country.
Don't forget, Ole Miss has Bama tonight, an opportunity for Ole Miss, a bubble team to get signature win, stolen by Katie Johnson. Here's Donaldson, gave it back, and Auburn didn't get a look at the rim on that 2-on-1. Floated out top to Broome. Williams hesitated for his 3. 3-on-2 for Tennessee. Gainey, open floor bump from Donaldson. That is his first. Only a few games remain in the women's regular season. Tomorrow we've got two of the biggest on the schedule. Elizabeth Kitley and 5th-ranked Virginia Tech take on freshman phenom Henny Hidalgo, number 17 Notre Dame. It's at 7 Eastern. Then on ESPN2, Angel Reese and number 9 LSU square off against Georgia. Did you see Angel Reese celebrating after LSU's buzzer beater against Kentucky?
Did. Yeah. I also see Elizabeth Kitley also getting a double-double every time she plays. I believe she's the only active player with over 2,500 points and over 1,000 rebounds. That's how dominant that young lady is.
Ziegler into Donaldson and got whistled for the foul.
Bruce Pearl told us, we want Zakai Ziegler taking 12 or 13 shots in the game as opposed to getting 12 or 13 assists. And Zakai Ziegler is good enough to make him pay as a finisher around the rim on most nights. So far tonight has not been the case. Zakai Ziegler only 2 out of 8 from the floor.
71% from the free throw line, much better in SEC play. 9 games of 6 assists or more in conference action. That puts him at about 7 assists per game, including the 14 dimes that he dished out against A&M. Tennessee led that game for 37 minutes. They dominated in the paint. They were able to get out and run against A&M. 21-6 in fast break points.
This part of the game is all about Janai Broome for Auburn. Bruce Pearl knows he's racking up fouls on Tennessee. That's now the 4th. But Janai Broome is a problem. Adu's already out of the game. Now it's on Awaka, the young backup post player, Lebanon White, to hold his own right now against the old good post play of Janai Broome.
Berman draws the foul from Gainey. That was the first on Awaka a moment ago, second on Gainey. Broome was really begging for the ball from Berman as that possession started to take root. There's a lob to him. Going to work over the right shoulder again. Got it.
Tom, how good was that? I mean, Tope Awaka had him locked up, and he still just powered through to get open.
The next 3 banks off, and Auburn looking to take the lead. Here's Berman running the floor, and it's Auburn back in front by 1.
Man, they ripped it and scored within the first 3 seconds of the shot clock, did Auburn.
Paint touch, Awaka. Broome gives it up.
And Rick Barnes thought there was a lot of contact. Just go right back to Janai Broome. Tennessee has to double him, right? Get the ball out of his hands.
Berman for 3. Huge triple for Lior Berman.
And that's the problem when you go to double team Janai Broome. He's 6'10", he can get the ball out of the trap, and he's a very good passer.
Asked Bruce Pearl today about what Lior Berman brings to this program. The word was reliability. He goes, you think I trust him? I'm going to have him guard Dalton Connect tonight. There's
Absolutely.
no bigger sign of trust than that.
No, there's not. He can make an open shot. He's always in the right spot defensively.
Rick Barnes, fired up. That was a second on Katie Johnson. And here's Ziegler to the free throw line, already in the bonus.
What do you do with Janai Broome if you're Rick Barnes right now? Because you can't single coverage him. And he just passed it out for a 3 with a double team. And Awaka just has to fight right now, if nothing else. He's got to push Broome out of that paint.
Screen for Williams. There's the counter, and he makes Meshack pay.
Tom, why did that play work? Because Janai Broome is now the screener. They're so concerned with Janai Broome, they don't come off and interrupt the path of Jalen Williams. Just a beautiful set of play calls by Bruce Pearl, utilizing Janai Broome as a scorer, now as a screener. And Jalen Williams now, the other answer for Tennessee to have to deal with on that low block.
So Jalen Williams now second to Frankie Sullivan in games played at Auburn, 134th tonight. The winningest player in Auburn history. They win tonight, it'll be the 108th game that Jalen Williams has been a part of that's an Auburn win. By the way, Auburn in its history only has 1 top 5 road win. 1 in 29 on the road against a top 5 team, and another whistle. And Vescovy returns playing with 3. Meanwhile, Cardwell got whistled for his 3rd. It will be a war of attrition over the final 10 minutes of this game.
Rick Barnes going big with Awaka and Adu on the floor now. Cardwell not near the offensive player that Janai Broom is. Jalen Williams capable, though, still of being that low post scorer. But don't forget about Cardwell. He plays his position really well. One of the better backup fives in this league.
You think they sit Broom until the under 12?
I think he's going to try to.
Playing with the lead right now. But this has been a back and forth game. Katie Johnson way off the mark. Cleared out by Awaka. We have had 6 ties and 11 lead changes here tonight. Ziegler going against Williams, and they get Jalen Williams for a touch foul. His second.
The depth of Auburn is as good as anybody in this league, Tom. And Janai Broom is the closest to a star. Other than that, he's got 10 good college basketball players. There's not a lot of drop-off when he goes to his bench. Offensively, or more importantly, defensively, Bruce Pearl does not put a bad defender ever on the floor.
Ziegler misses, and then a foul on the rebound. Williams thought that was on him. It is on Awaka, which is his second. To your point about Bruce Pearl's bench, they're 4th in the country, providing 35 points a game. That's 42% of Auburn's output. Now they've had to lean on the bench with Jalen Williams injured for a game and a half. And a shuffled rotation now. Williams will go to the free throw line. Both teams in the bonus. We might be getting it to Oxford a little bit late.
It's sure looking like it. If Auburn were to lose this game, they will be 2 games back with 3 to go in that SEC title race. If they win, they have a favorable schedule, as much as you could ask for right now. Just a massive, massive opportunity for Auburn with 12:39 to go.
Jalen Williams 81% at the free throw line on the season. Cashes them both in. It's the largest lead for Auburn, and that gives Bruce Pearl a little bit of leeway in terms of getting some rest for Broom.
It does, and Auburn defensively connect right now. He's going to have to start working. Connect cannot guard himself. He seldom does, but he's got to be aggressive.
Trap for Vescovy. It turns into a takeaway for Katie Johnson. And then Vescovy gets whistled for his 4th.
Really aggressive trap of the ball by Bruce Pearl's defense. We talked about it. Auburn is the number 5 defensive efficiency team in the country. They can choke your water off in a lot of different ways. They guard the ball with vengeance. They don't open up their hips. Very few straight line drives. They're tough on that post. They can trap the life out of you. All those things are clicking right now for Bruce and his defense in the second half.
Broom returns before the timeout. They want to try to put the hammer down here. Katie Johnson at the free throw line. To your point, Auburn is 4th in the country in field goal percentage defense, allowing just 38.4% shooting against them. And they've held Tennessee tonight to 40% from the floor. That is 5 percentage points below Tennessee's average. Senior from Atlanta, Katie Johnson. The lead is 8. Usually this is where Dalton Connect starts to get his looks.
It seems like it's that time. And Auburn is going to show zone right here, and they will go into man if the ball gets to the middle part of the floor.
Seems like you need to find that man.
Yeah.
Connect makes him pay.
He just cuts right through from behind the defensive guards up top to an open shot. Probably just shot Auburn out of the zone.
On their feet in Knoxville. And most dangerous is if that gets Connect on a roll. Broom hard to the rim and fouled. If it's Adu, it's his 4th. Instead, it's Awaka, his 3rd. How about this zone buster? It's Dalton Connect. Sees the zone, finds a spot. Nobody gets to him in time. Dalton Connect has hit 3 threes. Tennessee looking for momentum tonight at home.
Together. Like your workplace benefits and retirement savings. Voya provides tools that help you make the right investment and benefit choices so you can reach today's financial goals and look forward to a more confident future.
Voya, well planned, well invested, well protected.
Back for another flounder fish sandwich?
And a shrimp tackle box.
Let us do the fishing while y'all enjoy seafood that you'll love. Get them before they're gone.
The future. The way you see it is said to depend on where you sit. At X-Chair, we think it also gets down to how you sit, which is why our technology is light years ahead. With our groundbreaking Elemax technology, bringing hot, cold, and touch into one extraordinary seating experience. At X-Chair, we've got our eye on the future of work, so you can focus on the present. Celebrate Leap Year with an extra day of deals and get up to $360 in upgraded comfort. Hurry, sale ends February 29.
Upon his first day of retirement, Marcus Rogers made a contract with himself. I will never again work for another man or woman. Or Todd, especially Todd. I lay down my badge, abandon my corporate phone plan, and I'll get a new plan with Consumer Cellular, without a contract, without sacrificing coverage.
Let's go, birds.
When freedom calls, we're here to answer.
Rob loves snacking on chocolate peanut butter cups and caramel chocolate nut rolls, and he looks like that.
Wanda got wind of my Atkins candy drawer. She went all...
I can eat this candy and keep looking this good.
Yeah.
Atkins? Who knew?
Rose Sparks, engineered for the spontaneous. A dual-action formula with the active ingredients of Viagra and Cialis. Faster acting and long-lasting. Grab the moment. Get started at ro.co/sparks.
Tom, watch Dalton connect. He's in this bottom left corner to start with against the zone. Now, as he cuts through this zone, as soon as Janai Broome passes him off right here, now the zone is overloaded. You got 3 guards up top and only 2 defensive guards. So that's a late recovery to Dalton connect. And watch when he rises up to shoot. Because he's 6'6" and shoots a high release, that's a pretty good challenge, actually, from that back line defender. But Dalton connect again. You shoot between 4,500 and 5,000 shots a week to get you ready to make those, and he will make you pay. And he probably shot Auburn out of the zone after one possession.
Yeah, Janai Broome leaves it short. Connect is the 4th SEC player in the last 12 years with 14 points or more in 14 consecutive league games. Antonio Reeves, Sindarius Thornwell, who led South Carolina to a Final Four, and Retno Bosselbach. And Broome missed them both. So, Jimmy, think about this sequence, right? Auburn inexplicably goes to zone. Connect hits a 30-footer, and then Broome with an empty possession, 5-point lead in Tennessee with the ball.
Broome has struggled, only 65% in conference play. They showed zone again. They showed zone again. And went right to the inside of it and got that violent cut out of the corner by Dalton Connect, and the game has flipped back-to-back possessions.
Here's Broome on the cut. Awaka playing in foul trouble. Spins back to his left, and Awaka yanks it down.
It felt like Awaka pushed him out just one step higher than where he's normally been catching the ball, Broome.
Connect downhill. Pull up. Adu had his hands on it. Got it back from his keister. Now Awaka to Connect. And the ball is ending up in Tennessee's hands. Now they'll go to the free throw line.
Look at Jonas Adu against the zone. And Lior Berman got caught watching the ball just for a split second. And look at Dalton Connect set his guy up like he's sprinting out to the corner 3, but plants that outside foot. Makes a direct straight line cut without the ball.
People talk about elite players' vision. The vision for Connect to finish that play and look directly into the student section on the dunk. He's making it personal with the crowd here tonight. 22,547 is the largest crowd in this building since they reconfigured it, I don't know, about 10 years ago. It is jam-packed on a Wednesday night.
And it is hot. Like, feels like it's 127 degrees hot.
Finish hugging bears, you go do your hot yoga. And they are on their feet on Rocky Top. Here's Broome looking for an assist. Beautiful cut and finish.
About once a half, he will run that circle motion and get you chasing from behind. And they empty up that offense, lift everybody above the free throw line, and just opens up that circle cut.
Connect guarded by Chaney Johnson. Into the paint again and draws the foul. There's a second on Johnson.
Tom, watch this last play by Auburn. They're going to lift the entire offense above that free throw line extended, and then you just circle cut Baker Mazzara off of it on the weak side of the floor. And Janai Broome's the trigger guy again. There's not a better passing big guy in this league than Janai Broome.
Dalton Connect with a 20-point game for the 11th time in the last 14 games. Broome's got 15 points and 7 boards. He also has 4 assists. Superstars impacting this game late. Auburn by 2. Broome with the cut, and he'll go to the line.
Thomas, another really good job by Bruce Pearl to get Janai Broome on the move. And by doing that, he takes away the double team ability of Tennessee. You can't trap something that's on the move. And Janai Broome is really good as a roll guy, catching it.
3 straight misses. Our final regular season Thursday women's doubleheader on the SEC Network. Tennessee plays host to A&M here at the Summit, 7 Eastern, 6 Central. Then undefeated and #1 ranked South Carolina heads to Fayetteville to take on Arkansas. What a backdrop that Janai Broome is shooting into on this side. Emoji City, and he goes 1 of 2 this time. 16 for Broome. 16 points on 11 shots.
Another monster matchup in the SEC during midweek. Keep an eye on Dalton Connect.
From deep with 2 guys in front of him. Dalton Connect, the superstars get 25.
You just can't let him catch the ball when he's on a roll like now. And he played possum in that corner for about 1,001, 1,002, then came sprinting out of it.
Donaldson around Broome. After thinking about it, he drills the 3. And he dances his way back down the floor. He's feeling it.
You know, Adu relaxed just for a second, and Broome sniffed it out.
Connect is running Baker Mazzara off of every screen possible. And they get help from Johnson. Connect wants it back. Shot clock at 8. Ziegler. Bam. Huge 3.
It's hard to keep him down. And it's hard to kill his will as well.
8 ties, 11 lead changes. Auburn turnover.
Tom, we are watching 2 real teams that are built to do a lot of damage in March on neutral floors. Blow by blow, they have drawn a line in the sand, no back down. If you flinch in this game, you will give up a 6-8-0 run in a flurry.
Auburn takes a timeout. We are tied at 69.
Watch Dalton Connect. He played possum a little bit in that backside corner, but then when he decided to go, man, there was a scoring cut right there. He kind of slept walk, and you hesitate, and you're late. That release rotation result is pure. In the very next play, it's Zakai Ziegler. Dance, dance, bam, rise, fire. Rocky Top is lit with 8:51 to go.
Okay, so Domino's Perfect Combo includes 2 medium one-topping pizzas, 16 Parmesan bread bites, 8 cinnamon twists, and a 2-liter of Coke. Today we're on the street asking real people how much they think it all costs.
All of it?
All of it.
$44, $45?
$34.99.
The 2 pizzas are probably 10 each.
75.
What if I told you that this Domino's Perfect Combo is only $19.99?
Shut the front door.
$19.99. No, this will feed a family.
It's Domino's Perfect Combo, and it's all just $19.99.
The future. The way you see it is said to depend on where you sit. At X-Chair, we think it also gets down to how you sit, which is why our technology is light years ahead. X-Chair has done it again with our groundbreaking LMX technology, providing hours of infinite comfort no matter where in the world you're sitting. By synthesizing the universe's elements, bringing hot, cold, and touch into one extraordinary seating experience, our mission is to help you discover that every workday can happen with body and mind in an out-of-this-world place of comfort and productivity. X-Chair is charting a new course, helping workers everywhere find comfort as their work worlds zoom back and forth. Even though your work reality may continue to shift, we've got our eye on the future of work so you can focus on the present. And from where we sit, the future still feels good. Celebrate Leap Year with an extra day of deals and get up to $360 in upgraded comfort. Hurry, sale ends February 29.
It takes about 200 steps to make a pair of Tecovas boots. But the steps that matter most are the ones you'll take in yours. With comfort for long days and style for big nights. Any place worth going to is worth going in good boots. So no matter where you're headed, don't go gently. Find your pair at tecovas.com.
We're Row, a healthcare company helping hundreds of thousands of people lose weight. And we're now offering treatment with GLP-1s, the revolutionary weight loss medication everyone is talking about. With Row, get the online coaching and care you need to lose 15% of your body weight with one weekly shot. Losing 15% of your body weight is possible with Row. Get started at row.co/lose15.
Formula One at its absolute finest. This is Formula One.
The difference in this year's Tennessee team in the years past, they got a dude that can bail you out, and it's Dalton Connect. He's got 25 points, Tom, in this game. But it's multiple ways. It's not just his jump shot, which is silk, but he's a fierce, smart cutter without the ball. Like I said, he was going to play possible a little bit, then explode into his jump shot. But it's important that they don't get totally reliant on Dalton Connect, Tennessee, to close out this game. Is he on fire? Yes. Do you want him taking multiple shots going forward? Yes, but the ball continues to have to move. If Tennessee's going to try to close out this game, it's tied right now. And how good has Janai Broom been, especially in the second half?
One nugget on Connect, 25 or more for the 8th time in the last 14 games.
He has the lead for the SEC Player of the Year race. I think he will win it. Right behind him, Antonio Reeves at Kentucky and Mark Sears at Alabama. Janai Broom also in the conversation. There you go. Unguardable. Just absolutely unguardable one-on-one.
Jimmy, in the scouting report, that's the shot Auburn wants him to take.
Think about it. That's his weakness going left.
Pull up for 27. Nice pass inside to Baker Mazzara. Connect commits his third.
He has played a long time, though, with just 2 fouls. Watch Connect. He hard drives and straight up, straight down. There's no float in his game. His balance is as good as you're going to see it for an offensive player. And there's been a lot of contact in this game. That was not a lot of contact play, but regardless, Connect now with his third. But he's played a lot of minutes with a lot of discipline to get to this point.
And Baker Mazzara at the free throw line. And he is money at the charity stripe. Meanwhile, Tennessee has some very important people in foul trouble. Vescovy's been sitting with 4. Adu, Owaka, and Connect with 3 apiece. That's a first miss for Baker Mazzara in his last 26 attempts. Baker Mazzara fighting through the screen, connects, pulls up over Williams.
What are you going to do? That's a very simple pin down into a curl. Keep the game simple. Go to your stud. Let him give you a 3-point lead.
Can Auburn get Broom involved? Here's Baker Mazzara. Finally gets a touch. Running left hand, left it short, ended up on the hardwood. And then Williams with the reach in on Ziegler. Dalton Connect is taking over this game.
Tom, watch this. This is simple pin down action, but if you don't get on top of Dalton Connect, a simple play becomes hard to guard. And Connect goes shoulder to shoulder, and that pop right there, 6'6", high release. Man, is this kid special.
All new Coca-Cola Spiced. With an unexpected burst of raspberry and spice flavors.
Tired of yada yada like exploding bells?
Hey, I'm done with this yada yada.
I'll get the paperwork.
Don't take yada yada from your wireless provider. At Metro, there's no contracts, no exploding bills, and nada yada yada.
10 years from today, Lisa Schneider will become the undisputed leader of a ginormous pack of dogs. Rescue dogs, to be exact. A second act made possible by the career reskilling courses Lisa's already taking now with AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does, so she can finally run with the big dogs and the small dogs who just think they're big dogs. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Looking for a deal? Well, Domino's Perfect Combo is a big deal for a not-so-big price. Because for just $19.99, you get 2 medium one-topping pizzas and savory Parmesan bread bites and gooey cinnamon bread twists and a 2-liter of Coke. It's the perfect combo. Just $19.99, only at Domino's.
ESPN Tournament Challenge is back. And the best part, anyone can bracket. You could be a genius. Or one of these weird bird thingies. You could be a bona fide cat connoisseur. You could even be hiding in the bathroom. No matter who, what, when, where, or how, anyone can bracket. Download to play the #1 bracket game.
Struggling with low credit or no credit? You need a lift. We're Credit Up by 5 Star Bank, the best there is in credit building. Our Credit Builder app offers a quick, easy way to get the credit you need real fast.
Better Credit got me a better rate on my new truckload. Super easy. Done.
Real help.
To get the right house for our family.
We needed to improve our credit.
Real time.
We started our own business, and I love that we can keep track of our credit on the go.
Over 100 million people in the U.S. struggle with low or no credit. Credit Up is the way up, with no fees, lower interest rates, and banked in the USA.
I've seen firsthand how bad credit can make life hard. That's why we started Credit Up, to help you build a better life.
Go to creditupbuilder.com to start building your credit up. Creditupbuilder.com. We do the work. You get the credit.
Kevin Dallin and Coach in studio. It wasn't easy, but Florida got a huge game from Tyrese Samuel.
This is out of a pick and roll, but late game, they played zone, the Tigers did, and he carved him up in the middle of the zone, facilitated 28 points, and iced the game for him.
10 boards as well. Meantime, Coach Mark Sears in Alabama have gone over 95 and 4 in a row.
Mark Sears is a 3-level scorer. The big question for Alabama is, will they guard someone? They dropped to, 112 the other night? 117 against Kentucky? You got to check someone.
For Ole Miss, Tom.
You guys are all over with Alabama. They've scored 109, 198, and 95 respectively their last 4, and only 3-1 because Kentucky, as Seth mentioned, dropped 117 on them. So here's the updating standings. You got 4 teams with 10 wins apiece, with Florida finishing off Missouri tonight behind the double-double from Sammy. Ziegler's got another free throw coming.
Tom, the reason I would have Tennessee as that 4th 1 seed right now over Arizona. Arizona is 12-4 in the Pac-12, which is a 2-bid lead right now. Tennessee is 11-3 in the SEC, which is somewhere between a 7 and an 8-bid league. Tennessee's got a lot of work still left just to finish off this one.
4 straight top 20 opponents for the first time in program history. They bring a double to Broome. Holloway gets rid of it to Baker Mazzara. Remember, Connect is playing with 3. They don't attack him. Shot clock at 7. Still don't attack him. Now they go with 3. Baker Mazzara downhill. Broome follows with the putback. 21 points for Janai Broome.
You come off of Janai Broome to try to stop the drive of Baker Mazzara, and just it's free money for this kid around the rim. There's a mismatch.
Deep 3. Come on now. 32 points for Dalton Connect. Tennessee leads by 5. The scouts have closed their notebooks. They've seen it all. Here's Broome. There's the double again. Holloway off the glass. No. Williams keeps it alive, and a Baker Mazzara 3 is the answer.
Or the race to the loose ball. The ball knows who deserves to score, and that time it went to the Auburn effort. Huge bucket by Baker Mazzara.
6 of the last 7 Tennessee buckets have come from this man, Dalton Connect.
Driving this time.
Indeed. Two-hand jam! 3-level score doesn't begin to describe the Dalton Connect damage he can do on the offensive end. .34 of Tennessee's 79. Broome, nothing doing there, and Gainey with the rebound. The ball just seems to find Connect even when he's not looking for it. Now looking for an assist, a Tennessee turnover though. A walk off of his foot and no look to Jones.
You just saw though the spurt by Dalton Connect, which has me convinced he will be the first college player taken in the next NBA draft.
We'll give the SEC the first college player taken in back-to-back drafts. Brandon Miller last year. They double Connect. He gets rid of it. Ends up with Gainey. Broome the board. Look at Williams winning the race down the court, and it's denied by James.
Bruce Pearl gonna get a tee.
He is. He's all the way out in the court. And Byron Jarrett had heard enough and seen enough. For 6 seasons, Bruce Pearl was the head coach here on Rocky Top, and it's been a frustrating trip back to Knoxville for him tonight.
You know, he knew exactly what he was doing. Bruce Pearl did. And Josiah Jordan-James comes in from behind. I'm not going to bail him out and say there was contact with the body, because there was not. Did he get him in the arm? I couldn't see, but Dalton Connect is not the best free throw shooter. Bruce Pearl will use this moment right now to have a massive, massive effort and fight back from his guys.
The Pearls are stealing a timeout here during the technical. Connect goes 1 of 2. Bruce and his son Steven, who had to scout tonight.
The clock, we lost time on the clock. We're checking it.
You got, maybe, was there contact with the head from James?
I mean, he's on the side of the rim. The play takes place on the side of the rim where Bruce Pearl is. Bruce Pearl had a better look at it than anybody, most likely. There was no contact with the body.
They are looking, by the way, here at the clock situation, I'm told, not at this would-be foul. I don't think the tricep even got him.
I don't think so either. I think Josiah Jordan-James maybe slap the backboard, but from Bruce Pearl's angle, I can see where he thinks Josiah Jordan-James got armed, but Josiah Jordan-James, I don't see the contact.
See what they do with the clock here. Don Daly figuring things out.
After review, the clock is correct.
4:48 to play. Tennessee leading by 3. It's a Tennessee program which is looking to continue an impressive run. They've won 11 consecutive at home against AP-ranked opponents, tied with Kentucky from 09 to 13 for the longest in SEC history. The next got Broom on him now. Holloway helps. Ziegler the lob. And Broom gets it. Here goes Auburn willing to push. Holloway, the freshman point guard.
Good job by Auburn to eat up that lob play.
Broom hard screen. Behind the back from Baker Mazzara. And it's going the other way.
You cannot make a behind-the-back pass with that much traffic. And Baker Mazzara tries to go behind his back, surrounded by white jerseys, right off the chest of Janai Broom.
Like Connect got his hand in there.
Yeah, they did. Every possession is magnified right now in this game, coming down the stretch.
Baker Mazzara is now face guarding Connect. What a stud. Off the window and in.
You could just
37.
See he was not going to give the ball up. And Bruce Pearl has the #5 defensive team in the country, and they have no answer for Dalton Connect.
I'm not sure anybody has an answer for Dalton Connect. Baker Mazzara with a shot clock late. It's at 4. Jalen Williams spots the clock and banks it off the rim. Tennessee has made 7 of its last 8.
And the 7-foot wall of Jonas Adu to go vertical to force a tough one. They're out letting go to work, right?
He had 37 at the Dean Smith Center. He's got 37 tonight. Vescovy touch pass. Adu. Somebody ends up open.
Absolutely. It all starts with the passing ability and the vision of Connect to know they're taking me out of the game. We will make you pay.
What a performance from the 4th-ranked team, Tennessee, tonight. And with 2:57 remaining, Dalton Connect and the Vols trying to hang on.
Tom, remember last night from 10:30 p.m. to 12:30 p.m., Dalton Connect was in an empty Thompson Bowling Arena, getting up shots, stretching, getting an ice bath, doing work. And this kid, there's no answer for him. The versatility, the size, the strength, the length. Dalton Connect is hard to guard.
TurboTax makes all your moves count, whether you bought a house or started an award-winning TV show.
That's right. We guarantee 100% accurate taxes.
She's good. That's Connie. Hey, Connie.
Hi there.
Fast Twitch Energy Drink. Feel the energy. Find your speed. With 200 milligrams of caffeine, 0 sugar, and electrolytes. Start fast with Fast Twitch. How Gatorade does energy.
She found it. The feeling of finding the psoriasis treatment she's been looking for. She found Sotyktu, a once-daily pill for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. For the chance at clear or almost clear skin. It's like the feeling of finding that outfit psoriasis tried to hide from you. Or finding your swimsuit is ready for prime time. Dad. Once daily Sotyktu was proven better, getting more people clearer skin than the leading pill. Don't take if you're allergic to Sotyktu. Serious reactions can occur. Sotyktu can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Serious infections, cancers including lymphoma, muscle problems, and changes in certain labs have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, liver or kidney problems, high triglycerides, or had a vaccine or plan to. Sotyktu is a TYK2 inhibitor. TYK2 is part of the JAK family. It's not known if Sotyktu has the same risks as JAK inhibitors. Find what plaque psoriasis has been hiding. There's only one Sotyktu, so ask for it by name. So clearly you, Sotyktu.
You love pizza just as much as we love pizza. So we're bringing you our favorite offer yet. For a limited time, get a large one-topping pizza for $8.99, only at Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
I get to love you. Forever I'm yours, forever I do. Every kiss begins with K.
Oh no, a rash. Maybe it'll go away. Oh, how am I gonna find a doctor I'll actually like? Is that a QR code? Dr. Stafford makes you feel at ease. Thanks, Rash.
You've got more options than you know. Book now.
Home Aglow showed up right on time and did my dishes, my laundry, they even cleaned my windows. I love that you just pick a date, pick a cleaner, and enjoy a spotless house for $19.
Hey, we are not without any drama tonight with a 7-point lead. The ball seemed to be going to Tennessee, but the officials ruled that Zakai Ziegler tipped it out of Holloway's hands. They can't review it at this point. It ends up going out of bounds. Instead of Tennessee basketball, ruled to be Auburn's basketball, and that's a big break, and that's why Rick Barnes was upset going to break.
It should clearly be Tennessee's ball. Zakai Ziegler did not touch the ball, and actually Bruce Pearl touched it before the ball was officially out of bounds. But because we're not under the 2-minute mark, Don Daly, I mean, he can't make the call. He gets smoked, but that's why Rick Barnes was so upset. He's got a great case to argue.
We talk about finding possessions, stealing possessions. The last 3 before the half by Ziegler. Here's an extra touch for Auburn. Can they cash in? Holloway, the freshman. Wow!
The passing ability of Janai Broom is off the charts in this game. He's throwing passes from 30 feet away, and he's throwing perfect strikes.
That is his 5th assist of the night. 4-point lead, timeout, Tennessee. That's our story here in Knoxville. Let's get an update to the studio and Kevin Connors.
And Tom, if you're looking for Alabama Ole Miss, we've got some bad news for you. It's underway on ESPN News. You're not going to see it here on ESPN2 for a little while anyway. They are underway in Oxford. 2-point lead for Ole Miss right now. You will see it here on ESPN2 after we go final in Rocky Top.
Hi, KC. Thanks. What a huge opportunity for Ole Miss tonight, playing host at Bama. But first, this one, and a big chance for Auburn hanging in this one late.
Remember this game last year? 46-43. We've gone way beyond that. As soon as he caught it and felt the double team, his eyes were searching for that backside bomb, and Auburn delivers. With 2:45 to go, Janai Broom is still a major problem for Tennessee.
21 points and 5 assists for Broom. Go with 9 boards. Best could be playing with 4 fouls. Connect is out there with 3.
There's not a better environment in college basketball than this building tonight.
Baker Mazar is bear hugging Connect. Leads 4-on-4, and Ziegler all the way under the basket, but couldn't find an entry. Great defense by Baker Mazar. Shot clock is at 2. Ziegler never gave it up, and he ends up getting the whistle with 1.3 on the shot clock.
He probably got to the 12th or 13th bounce of the ball, did Ziegler on that possession. But Auburn's defense was so tight, man, denying everybody else's touch. He had no one to give it up to. And that's a good example of how difficult it is to kill this kid's will on the court.
2:21 remaining. Tennessee with the basketball.
We're looking at a possible flagrant elbow.
But Denver Jones committed the foul. That this could be a flagrant elbow on anybody. Try to sort it out and see what they're looking at. Was it Baker Mazar at the tail end? My eyes were underneath the basket.
I just don't see anything there that would be escalated to an F1. I don't see anything excessive or unnecessary in that replay.
And without any add-on, which we don't expect, Zakai Ziegler will be at the free throw line with Tennessee in the double bonus. Ziegler is only 4 for 8 at the free throw line tonight.
After review, incidental contact.
So a breather for both sides. Each team has a pair of timeouts remaining.
Ziegler is 4 for 8, like you mentioned, in this game from the free throw stripe. On the year, he's below 70% in conference play at 68%. But he's also the type of kid that you want on the line in late games because of his toughness and his self-belief in who he is in big moments.
Zakai Ziegler, shooting 2.
Yep.
As he says, his mom taught him to never let them see you sweat.
Needs a deodorant deal. 6-point Tennessee lead. 2:15 left. Broome on Adu. And he got the whistle. 4th on Adu.
Adu trying to stay vertical and go straight up. Did his elbows get outside of his cylinder as a defender and get those arms coming down a little bit, maybe? I love what Bruce Pearl does, though. Nothing finesse, Tom, in this game. Right now, you've got to continue to pound away and get body blow after body blow to hang in this thing.
And now Broome is only 2 for 6 from the free throw line. Katie Johnson back on the floor. Jones sits with his 4th. 2 big ones for Janai Broome.
Remember, Katie Johnson also not afraid of these moments. A playmaker, 0 in orange on both ends.
He'll pick up Ziegler. It's across midcourt.
Katie's a gambler. Sometimes his gambles pay off, sometimes they don't.
Connect with a 37-point night and
That's
make it
ridiculous.
39.
Absolutely ridiculous.
His performance tonight almost exceeds explanation. Johnson out to Holloway, hit a big 3 moments ago. The veteran Jalen Williams got Vescovy in the air, didn't get the call.
A lot of kids born in Kentucky the next year going to name Reed, and a lot of kids in this state going to be named Dalton.
Used to be Roadhouse. Now this is his bar. Here's Ziegler to James.
They actually triple teamed the ball out of Dalton Connect's hands.
From the E in Tennessee, that was way off, and Vescovy cleans up his mess. That's the first bucket of the night for Santiago Vescovy. He gives Tennessee an 8-point lead under a minute. Holloway downhill, redirected by James. Vescovy has been begging for a minute to relace his shoes, and he finally gets it. How about his first bucket of the night?
Well, Dalton Connect lets it fly, but look at Vescovy, just wins the sprint. Chad Baker-Mazar is absolutely watching Vescovy win the foot race to the ball. Most likely a closeout basket by Tennessee.
Clock ticking on Auburn. Broome shares it to Johnson. He'll go to the line. That stops the clock with 44 seconds left. And that's Adu. It's his 5th. It is. He's done.
Well, Rick Barnes challenged Jonas Adu last night in the film session. He held up pretty well. 14 points, 7 rebounds. He fought hard. Janai Broom's going to actually end up winning the head-to-head matchup with 23 points. More to come in this game, but
so puts Katie Johnson at the free throw line. 70% shooter at the charity stripe.
Well, Rick Barnes had a decision to make. Do I come with Awaka or do I come with a guard? And they're in handle the ball, move the ball mode right now is Tennessee. And you want your best free throw shooters out there. Awaka only 56%.
Danny at 90. That's easy math. 9 for Katie Johnson. So who do you foul? Vescovy has been a clutch free throw shooter throughout his career. James is at 79%. Gainey never misses. Ziegler not having a great night, but hit his last couple.
Tennessee has a timeout if they can't get it in. You get that count to 4 in your head, you got to call it.
Jalen Williams in front of Ziegler. Vescovy. Knocked out of bounds by Auburn. 27 seconds left in the shot clock.
Tommy, now Tennessee is stuck. They're frozen on that baseline, which makes it that much more difficult against the best team in the country that takes away your inbounds pass. This isn't going to be easy to get it in. Yeah, easier than I thought.
Of all the guys out there, Connect is the worst free throw shooter on the floor. And Ziegler will go to the line. 4th on Holloway. 37 seconds left. Tennessee with a 6-point lead. Huge free throws coming from Zakai Ziegler. Points for Ziegler.
I don't think this kid misses when the game's really on the line. He can be off for 30 minutes, but the last 10 minutes, he's as good of a closeout guard as we have in college basketball.
Yep, he's made 4 straight at the free throw line.
Tom, both these teams at their best, they are Final Four good. They are Final Four threats. Top 5 defenses. They got the offensive firepower, but Dalton Connect at another level is why Tennessee is built different this year in March than years past. 39 points for Dalton Connect against a top 5 defense.
This will be the 12th straight home win against a top 25 opponent. The longest such streak in SEC history. They rode Dalton Connect to a monster second half. 39 points on 21 attempts, including 10 of 12 from the free throw line. And when the game was in question, Dalton Connect took it over. 5 of 8 from deep. They threw everything at him, and nothing worked. So in this wild SEC race, Tennessee gains an edge. Now 12-3 in conference play, with Alabama nipping at their heels. Crimson Tide in Oxford. For Jimmy Dykes, our fantastic crew, I'm Tom Hart. Let's get you there now with Dane Bradshaw and Alyssa Lang. Here's Kevin Fitzgerald.